All right, so I'm talking to Professor Julia Chevan, the chair of the physical therapy department at Springfield College. And Julia has used a lot of different techniques to try to engage students in this climate. And Julia, I just wanted to get you to give me a little bit of a picture of how you have adapted to having the contact you had with students before in this remote environment.
Prior to moving to remote teaching, I already had a pretty strong Brightspace, our LMS, Brightspace presence for my course. And before we left campus, I talked to the students about how we were going to really work within the Brightspace confines for the course content, but that the delivery of material would take on multiple forms. So we would have live classes where we could check in and talk to each other, meet one-on-one if we needed to. And then all of the lectures, some of them would be delivered live, but they would also always be delivered asynchronously. So I'm recording, sometimes I'm delivering a lecture and then doing it again and recording it, adding in little animations and adding in features that captivate the students, and then checking in with them. The students are using my office hours regularly. I actually have extra office hours because of the number of one-on-one meetings I have. I'm giving them assignments that I keep telling them why this assignment isn't busy work, and we meet over and over again until all of a sudden they say, oh wait, this assignment isn't busy work. This is what I would do in the clinic. Understanding these things is what I need to do to work with patients. And even though this is a fake case, a virtual case, one day this case will be real to me. So in many ways, I'm delivering more in a way than what I usually do in the classroom. What I miss is that physical contact. It is, after all, physical therapy, that physical contact that we have with students. But one day we're going to get there, and I suspect I'll be reusing or reemploying many of the things that I've been able to do over the course of this time period.
Yeah, I think that's great. And one of the pieces you said, I continue to think about, and I try to talk to faculty about all the time, is that notion of helping students recognize the value of assignments and seeing that connection. Because students, they see this as a checklist of things they have to do. Once they
Right.
see it contextualized and have a deeper understanding of why they're doing the kinds of things they're doing, they get much more invested and they're much more willing to put in the effort to do the things as well as they can. So I think that's great. And I think from some of the things that you've described, your synchronous and asynchronous lessons that are going out there on Brightspace, these lectures, I think are really, really helpful for the students because they can rewatch them, because you use, as you said, some animations and things to try to draw the students in. And I think that's all part of trying to capitalize on this medium in a way that we normally would be doing those kinds of things in class. I mean,
Yeah.
as you talk about those animations, I think about, I walk into class and I often have an anecdote preloaded that I'm just waiting for the time to launch in class because it's on that content, and I have to wait for the right time. It's harder to do here, so you try to work that in a way that makes sense. So I think what you're doing is really terrific, and I'm hoping to show examples of this animation that you have, so the people watching this can see how this works and how the students could be drawn in by this. So I appreciate it. Thanks for your time, and look forward to seeing you back live on campus at some point.
Oh, I promise we'll be live and on campus at some point. Take care.
Thanks.